It's Week 18 of the NFL, and we'll see Brock Purdy. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the 49ers and the Titans, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. Now, they come in losers in 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he probably just tell them, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Down the right sideline. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A huge play there right off the bat. Give him 58 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Hooker, he's going to move him around a little bit here. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This is 2nd and 8. Hooker. Man open, it's Goodwin. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their 8th-year quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy. Game getting it done, but they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Titans, they were strong last week, CD, and that win over New England.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches. The first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On the carry, it's Hightower, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Purdy from the gun. For Marshall, that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Titan defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7.
7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Purdy. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing here, Purdy. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Marshall pushing through the contact, and he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Purdy looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he get the first down.
A 63-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And it's a good news, bad news proposition for them. Mostly good news, and that's that they clinched a playoff spot. That's the important thing. Bad news, though, if they want to make a Super Bowl, for the moment at least, they'd have to do it out of the 6th seed.
And bottom line, everybody wants to play at home during the playoffs. We know that's a given. But nothing builds character for a ball club quite like winning on the road in the playoffs, especially when no one thinks you can do it. And if you win one and gain confidence, who knows, you might get on one of those magical runs.
Now 2nd and 5. Hooker's going to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Higgins. His first catch good for 8 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Spears is in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Purdy's throw going to be caught by Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Now a 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Back to the air on 2nd down, Purdy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt, and that is no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's got some space here. Inside the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Go, Reed, go. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tajay Spears with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
A gain of 6 yards.
Here's Jordan Stout now. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey.
They'll start with the option. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Hooker. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Panther 11. Hawk 70. Check, Bobcat.
From the gun, it's Hooker. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
So things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And here's a give to Spears. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Here's Spears on 2nd down. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 3. Now Hooker. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge flag. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Ready, ready.
2nd and 10.
Drop 60, drop 60.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
That is caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hand off to Spears. And out of bounds right around the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Pretty good 1st down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Handed inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
And he is out of bounds here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They'll sneak it, Hooker, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, number 6 overall. And the Titans go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this 1st half. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
17 at the 11-yard line.
Here's Purdy. Getting the football to Davis on an out route. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout. And this returnable for Hill. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun. Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Looking downfield for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Come on.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
70 Rangers. Dragon 60. 18 Rattler. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Go.
Throwing. Hooker. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Ready, set.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Go, Chap.
Here's a run by Spears. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. And Spears with another carry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Tajay Spears for the milestone here. Touchdown number 200 for his brilliant career. And the Titans are able to add on to their first half lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll get started out in Denver. And in the second quarter, it is the Eagles who are out in front. The Eagles trying to hold on and claim victory. Let's stay in the AFC West and check out what's going on with the Chiefs at home in Arrowhead. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Kenny Pickett, a touchdown pass in the victory. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we... Back in for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. Well, here we sit, Week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position.
Now Davis fumbles it. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On second down now. Gaines. Oh, good move. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Purdy to throw it on first down. Short pass to Howard. It'll be a gain of... And that'll bring up second down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Purdy now to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Tom, focus.
Moody good with the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Hooker now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Cut 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Here's Hooker. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
19. 7 Pirates.
Hooker. He'll air this one out for Mims. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Purdy from the gun. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And Deebo going to have a Niners first down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49. And here's Marshall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort. And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics. And he's taken down inside the 30. 61 yards on the ground for him now, 9 carries. You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Offense was moving them a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They go play action here. Purdy. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think? And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of 49ers are able to cut into that deficit. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18.
35. 49ers 17.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Slot man moves right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. A big run there by Jones. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
Get it. 17. 10 to 11. 10 to 11. 15 Broncos.
Hooker's going to throw it. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Hendon Hooker with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans add 6 to their lead.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, and the same... Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the 49ers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. In motion left is Davis. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to have the Niners first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. On the slant, he's got Davis. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Throwing here, Purdy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Check, man. Check. Ready?
On 1st down, Goodwin. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down. He's been pretty good with his legs in this game. A really nice gain there. Defensively, they've been okay covering downfield, but you got to account for the quarterback, right?
Yeah, and that's the hardest part, because normally when you play 11 on 11, it's truly not 11 on 11. Defensively, you don't account for the quarterback in the run game. You account for everyone else and hope that you can catch him before he gets to the first down marker. But as you notice, he's been doing it a little bit. This time he saved his best for this run.
Saving one of his best for the fourth quarter. They'll sneak it. Hooker looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Leads to second and goal.
Hooker now off play action. Rolling to his right. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Titans extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. There's Purdy on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Howard. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. This 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get this one complete to Davis. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now Purdy. Shakes off the sag. And that is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers, another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Purdy sets up to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Dayo Odengbo drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but Definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Purdy, big fourth down play. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. Man open, here is Jones. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That goes for a gain of 31.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Purdy now to throw. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
On 1st down, it's Purdy. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On 1st down, Purdy. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. He'll get it to the 40. Sweet little move in there, but couldn't get much yardage out of it. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Purdy. Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Purdy. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. This one caught downfield by Higgins. A big play that time for the Titans. 41 yards. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense.